Good afternoon, North Hills Middle School. This is your step-by-step guide on how we're going to schedule our classes for 8th grade. The first thing students are going to want to do is log into the web browser for our Power School for North Hills. Once they've done that and they're all logged in, they will see on the left-hand side all of the tabs. And what they will look for is the class registration. Once they click on the class registration, it'll bring you to this screen that you see in front of you. It says, Welcome to 8th grade. It talks about all of the courses that they will have, and it makes sure to tell you that you will need to select 8 credit hours for 8th grade. Please feel free to look at the program of studies on our website to be able to determine what classes look like, what they're about, a little bit more explanation about what each class that they will have in 8th grade looks like. So at the top, on the very top of this chart, you will see 8th grade courses for all students. And so these are the courses the students are already pre-registered for. All of the students will have homeroom, lunch, science, social studies, their trimester courses, and their health class already pre-selected. How you will know that this is pre-selected is you will see this little pencil in the right-hand side of each box. And if there is a check mark, a green check mark beside that pencil box, that means that is saved and those courses are now registered for your child. You'll go down to the first one, which is the English requirement. We're going to need to register for this course because we see the red exclamation point here. We'll click on the pencil and you will see all of the courses that are offered in 8th grade. What the students will want to do is look to see what class has been recommended by their teacher. You can see here the English 8th grade class has been recommended, and it is also in bold, which helps you identify which one has been recommended. The students will then click the box and make a check mark, and the most important step is making sure they hit OK, because if they don't hit OK, it will not save what they've registered for. As you go down to the next one, we'll look at math. And again, we're going to go through all of the math selections and we're going to find the one that was recommended by a teacher. There's also notes here that you can look at that tell you what the requirements are to be able to take certain courses. So the students will click on that and they will come down and hit again, OK. And you'll see the green check mark means that we've already registered our math class for next year. The next course we're going to register for is music. In regards to music, you may not see a teacher recommendation. Some students may have a recommendation if they have been already participating in band or chorus, orchestra. The teacher may give them a recommendation to take it again. However, if they do not have anything recommended, that's okay. And even if they do have something recommended, they still have the option to select what music is their choice for next year. So we have band, chorus, music appreciation, Orchestra 8, and Wind Ensemble. So the students would then look at those listings and they would decide what course they want to take. And once they decide, they would click the little button and they're going to hit OK. Now you'll see that their music class is selected based on the little green check mark. The next thing we want to look at is world language/language arts. Students would only see a recommendation for this course for the lit arts course if they need an additional reading class for 8th grade. If there's not a recommendation for any of these two courses, then the students are able to elect French, German, Latin, or Spanish as one of their credits for next year. Once they decide which course they would like to take, they would then click on that class and go down and hit OK. Our next section that we want to register for is our electives. There is actually 2 boxes, but that does not mean that there's 2 electives in 8th grade. Instead, we have one elective or there's one elective for your first choice, and the second one is your second choice. So we'll go ahead into the first one, and we're going to look at all of the different options that we have. And we are going to see that there's 5 different classes to choose from, and they're going to decide the one that they want the very most. And they'll go ahead and click on that course, and they'll hit OK. Then they're going to come down to their second choice. It's all the same 5 classes. However, it is their second choice. We will do everything we can in order to be able to give them their first choice. However, there are times when their schedule does not allow the course that they've selected based on when courses are offered and what classes that each student takes. So they'll go ahead and pick their second choice and they will go ahead and hit OK. So now you can see that they've got all these green boxes checked. And once you know that all of your green boxes are checked, you can also check to make sure they have 8 credit hours. So we have a 9 period school day. So that's kind of an easy way to think of it. Lunch does not earn any credit hours. All of the other courses through their day do. In middle school, we don't offer a true study hall as they have in the high school. So that's why all students should have 8 credits. If they're short or shy 8 credits, that's something that you may want to contact Mrs. McElhaney to talk about and figure out why that's happening. I did want to alert you to the section that says virtual and hybrid option. The virtual and hybrid option is something only to be changed. It's already checked. That means it already says that the student's going to be in person next year. The only way you would change that selection is if the child or your child wants to have a hybrid program where they're not in school in person 5 days a week with all of their classes with their classmates. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you do check that box that you would be interested in doing a hybrid option, that's something that you're going to need to go ahead and let Mrs. McElhaney know or your grade level counselor. So once you finish all that, it's very, very important for the students to hit submit. Once they hit submit, that means that they will have submitted their registration and it'll pull up a sample schedule. Once the sample schedule is up, you will again see that the total 8 credit hours, and you'll see the classes, all of the classes that they had selected. If for some reason you see that there's an error or you need to go back and look at it, the scheduling window will stay open until the 18th. So you will be able to go back in and adjust and change if you need to. So at the end, make sure we hit submit. And once we do that, we are all set and our schedule is complete. Thank you.